Well, an official move-out date has now been set up for those people that have been living in Harrisburg's tent city in conditions like this.
Yeah, so a sign has been put up by PennDOT telling them you got to be out of there by September 22nd. We have been covering the homeless issue in the region for months now, and there are still a lot of questions that we're working to get answered about how everything is going to be enforced with these folks being told they got to move.
You got that deadline, but really what happens next? CBS 21's Maxine Rose looking at that and the other issues. She's right there outside of Tent City.
The sign next to me here is what many people have been talking about at Tent City. But some people tell me that their first reaction to it was that they're not buying it.
I just laughed at them because you've already gave us 3 deadlines.
The sign asking people to vacate the property by September 22nd, 2025, before the start of the I-83 expansion project. According to PennDOT, construction will begin on September 23rd.
The ground's gonna be too hard to do anything with. So what harm is it? Why do you want us to leave so badly this quickly? For what?
There have been several attempts to clear the area. Harrisburg recently said it would no longer help enforce the move out. But PennDOT has not yet answered our questions about who will. PennDOT writing in a statement that people at the encampment are only, quote, encouraged to relocate before crews with heavy equipment get there.
I'm not going to argue, because that ain't going to do nothing to make matters worse. There's some of them here that are dead set. They're not leaving. They're not going to leave.
I have a lot of time, energy, money, everything invested in this place. And a lot of my friends with my memories here. And just to watch it destroyed, that's terrible.
PennDOT also says it's working with different resources, like the Capital Area Coalition on Homelessness, to help safely move people to a new location with respect and dignity. We asked the coalition if that new location is a Miracle for Shores site, where many have already gone. But so far, we haven't heard back. How many people are left here?
Probably about 30. Yeah. Some people come here and they stay a day or two and then they leave. Some people come here and stay forever. Do the legally way of doing it by law and come here like you should have come here from the start and explain these things to us and why these things are happening, and then we would have left.
We still have not heard back from PennDOT about what would happen to someone if they do choose to stay past the September 22nd deadline. So far, we have not heard back. Reporting in Harrisburg, I'm Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.
Because who really wants us on the conscience that you took a home from a 60-year-old vet?
The official move-out date has now been posted. It is right there, telling the folks from Tent City when it's time to move on.
So a sign put up by PennDOT tells them to be out by September 22nd.
So that's there now.
Yeah.
But this number's moved around before in terms of when exactly they're supposed to leave. So there's still questions about this, who's going to move the people out. Let's get to CBS 21's Maxine Rose about this. So, this is one of those situations, Maxine, where let's just talk about specifically what the sign says and clear that up.
Yeah, so first the sign talks about the fact, of course, that it's that September 22nd date, that this is PennDOT's property, that they are doing this so that heavy equipment and construction crews can come in for that I-83 project. And then it also states that there is the Coalition on Homelessness here in Dauphin County that's working to help with the people that are at Tent City right now and need to be relocated by that September 22nd date.
So how do people who live there, how are they reacting to all of this?
We're hearing a lot of mixed reactions. I mean, I don't think anyone here is really shocked necessarily because of all of those dates that Joel D mentioned, that we've talked about time and time again here. But part of that also leads them to feel like maybe this isn't as serious as, the sign may make it seem, because they've been told time and time again, is this really going to happen? And that's where that kind of takes us to our next point here, talking about enforcement.
Right. Well, it's been a moving target. They said it was going to be the middle of this month and the end of this month. Now it's September 22nd. And then it goes to enforcement. We asked the mayor last week, are you guys going to enforce this? The city says, nope, not going to be us. So what do we know about enforcement after that deadline?
Well, that's exactly right. We know that it won't be Harrisburg, but when we asked PennDOT that exact question today, will there be anyone enforcing this, and if so, who? We did not get that answer from them today. We're still working on getting that answer and figuring it out. But we did ask some people here at Tent City, you know, what would their reaction be should there be someone, an agency, an outside agency coming in to enforce that. Many of them said, you know, some people said they won't fight. They'll just, you know, get up and go. Others say, this is my home and I've created a life for myself here and this is my community, and they don't want to leave.
September 22nd. Okay, we'll see what happens on that day. Thank you for finding that out for us today. You know, we have been covering the homeless issue for months here at CBS 21. So if you want to read more about Tent City, the new encampment site, or the upcoming I-83 project, just head over to our website, cbs21.com.
But first, an official deadline has now been given to the folks living outdoors here at Harrisburg's Tent City. Thanks for being here with us at 5. I'm Joel D. Smith.
And I'm Candace Scalise. So some people have already relocated to places like a Miracle for Sure's parking lot, but not everybody has left just yet. So you saw the sign that we just showed you. It was put up by PennDOT telling those remaining folks that they need to be out by September 22nd.
That's the big date right now. So we've been covering this homeless issue in the region for months. The deadlines that keep changing. There are still questions as to what will happen next with this, who's enforcing this stuff. A lot of questions left.
And CBS 21's Maxine Rose joins us from outside Tent City, where she went today to get some answers. So, hey, Maxine.
PennDOT tells us it's encouraging people to leave Tent City here before the start of the I-83 expansion project on September 23rd. But some people tell us here that they won't be leaving without putting up a fight.
It's not just a group setting. He said, that's an individual residence, that's an individual residence, that's an individual residence. There's some of them here that are dead set. They're not leaving. They're not going to leave. So it's going to be, you know, there's going to be hurt feelings, there's going to be outbursts.
People living in the encampment told CBS 21 at the beginning of the month the deadline was August 15th. Then there were rumors that it was moved to the end of the month. The sign posted this week details the first official date provided by PennDOT itself. However, it is not clear who will be enforcing the deadline, as the city of Harrisburg recently said it will no longer help. Those remaining in Tent City say they feel like they haven't been given enough information by PennDOT.
Now you have to prove that you own this, first of all, and then you have to prove why you want me out of here and what I'm harming being here. But nobody from PennDOT or any of its affiliates or anything else has ever come down here anytime at all since I've been here in 2 years and told us anything.
We have asked PennDOT for more details about whether there will be an agency enforcing this, and if so, which agency. We have not yet heard back. Reporting in Harrisburg, I'm Maxine Rose, CBS 21 News.